October 1st is around the corner, and if you're a retailer and you don't know why that date is important, you better listen up. That is the date by which you need to have payment technology in place that will read EMV microchips. Those are those little metallic rectangles you see on charge cards these days. If you don't, here's what's going to happen. If there's credit card fraud for a purchase in your store, you will be liable. Now, this is a big change from the past where the credit card companies would foot the bill for the questionable purchase. According to some surveys, only around 27% of merchants are going to be ready by the deadline, and that number gets even lower when you look at just small businesses. So for those of you who have not made the switch yet, we've asked Ramon Ray to come on to tell you what to do. He's the publisher of Smart Hustle magazine, and his expertise is in helping small businesses thrive using technology. Great to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
All right, so explain this to us. How much of a change is this? For me, I have a cupcake shop. Well, cupcake's probably not a lot of fraud, but okay. So I sell jewelry. I sell jewelry, right? There's a scare that someone is going to buy a diamond ring using someone else's credit card. What do I need to change for my point of sale system? How big of a deal is it?
Yeah, and it's a big deal, and I think it's all about risk.
Okay.
That if you're not afraid of credit card fraud and it's never happened to you, maybe you don't worry about it so much. But in general, on October 1st, as you said, if you're not EMV compliant, if you're not ready to accept these new credit cards, you will be 100% liable for fraud that happens in your little jewelry store, and that's a big deal.
Okay, so how much time is this going to take me? How much money is it going to take me to change things over?
There's two components that are very important. One is an EMV readers. We have some displayed here, EMV readers, which accept the credit card.
Right.
The second is your point of sale system that works with the EMV reader. So if you have those two things, you're set. Many people, or those who have it, I shouldn't assume, have an EMV compliant point of sale system. The key thing they need to have is the EMV reader, which accepts these new types of credit card, because the older ones do not. The ones that you just slide, those don't work anymore.
Well, what's so hard about that? Don't I just buy an EMV reader?
Yeah, you can just buy an EMV reader. The costs range from $50 to $250, but imagine if you have 3. Imagine if you have more. What about training your employees? Keep in mind also, JJ, it's no longer just a swipe. That credit card goes in there and has to sit there for about 5 to 10 seconds. Sitting here today doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you're a pizza shop, which again has a low threshold, you don't want to be having that thing sitting here waiting for 10 seconds. So it's a big deal for many small businesses whose budgets are tight.
Okay, so that's for the reader, but it also is an issue that a lot of these POS systems don't work with this new EMV reader, right?
That is correct, yeah.
So walk me through that.
Absolutely.
What is the pain involved for me there?
Those who have traditional point of sale systems or cash registers, that is a problem because they're traditional, they're hard to update, and you need new ones. It's all kind of like having a Tesla. You often hear the other car manufacturers have to go back to the manufacturer. You hear Tesla, what do they often say? Oh, we already updated it via software update. So those who have newer point of sale systems, like some we have on display here, they're going to be fine on that side of it. But what they have to check is this one. Those who don't have modern cash registers or point of sale systems, those are the ones that are going to have to upgrade a lot more.
So I've heard from some small businesses that this is much more complicated than I thought it would be. I thought it was just going to be a matter of buying something, and it's actually taken me quite a bit of time. And is that because they're changing, for example, this ShopKeep system, right? It's iPad based. So is that because they didn't have something like ShopKeep before?
That is correct. Many small business owners are not future-proofing their small business, are not ready for the new technologies. As you know, you interview them all the time. So even though we talk about technology, many of the retailers, all they want to do is sell their goods and services. Listen, I live in New Jersey. They're still ripping off the receipt when you go get your watch repaired or buy something. So many small businesses are not technologically up to date.
So you brought 3 examples right now of some POS systems that work well with the EMV reader. And when I'm evaluating, should I use these, I'm not really looking at, does it work with the EMV reader? I'm really looking at, does this POS system work with what I do, right? Correct. Okay, what are these 3 you brought?
And there's very different types. I mean, there's a system here from NCR, there's a system here from ELO, and a system here from ShopKeep. All slightly different, but all very similar. You can see here a system from NCR, which is a little more simplistic, but still works well, and they have other add-ons to it, which uses your iPad. And here again, the key thing is the EMV reader, which combines with this via Bluetooth. Got it. So that's one system. And this system is about, they sell a package of this for about,
turn it on really quickly.
For about, give or take, for about $80 a month, give or take. And the key thing, JJ, with these is the software that you're purchasing. So yeah, we can see some of it there. That's the software you're purchasing on these. Here we have a system from ELO. Thank you. We have a system here from ELO. And this is another pretty cool system for small business owners. And you can see here, I'll just hit the print button. So JJ just bought something from my jewelry store.
Got it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So that's here from ELO.
I expect that in my office.
Exactly. And this system here is about $600. You can see it's sold a bit differently. So this here for this system we have here, and then you have here a system from ShopKeep. Those who already have the iPad, here you can pay about $50 a month for the software, and then you have the accessories. Again, this one, which is Bluetooth compatible and accepts Apple Pay, is about $250.
So the real headache here, if I'm understanding you, is if you have a POS system that has not upgraded to deal with the EMV card reader, then you just have to rethink your whole POS system.
That is correct.
And so you got to go talk to people to find out which one is the best for your kind of business.
Talk to your local consultant or one of these, or go online, go to Amazon or wherever you want to go to and get it.
Right. If you have a system that has already upgraded to deal with the EMV reader, then it's just the price of buying the reader and the heartache of having to train your employees.
That's it. Correct. Educating your employees that, hey, you know, guys, we're no longer swiping, which you can do on these systems. Here you see all these are still backwards compatible, so you can swipe, but you have to say, no, 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 especially for a higher ticket item, let's get people to use their chip-based credit card, their EMV-compatible credit card. That's exactly right.
Got it. Okay, and it looks like October 1st, everyone is not going to be turned over. It's going to be a little messy for a little while.
And I think the banks are going to understand that. I mean, I think that the key is October 1st. It's not like an April 15th deadline where after midnight you pay. It's a real date. But I think we want to encourage small business owners, you need to get your butt ready and start to upgrade and be ready for the deadline when it comes.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you for helping us understand this. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.